Sir, the NEET PG exam is near and the stress is getting to my head. Every night I struggle to fall asleep, feeling anxious and overthinking everything. I still need to study. When I wake up, my mind is flooded with questions. Should I start with essays, notes, MCQs or revision? This constant anxiety drains my energy and by the end of the day, I feel guilty for not being productive enough. What should I do? My dear student, NEET PG is approaching, INICET is approaching. Of course you are stressed, of course you are anxious, and the anxiety can explain everything that you have written in your message. We have to understand how to handle this anxiety, because we know if anxiety is not handled properly, it will adversely impact our performance in the exam and also the preparation phase. You are a medical student, you are a doctor, you can understand the psychology of anxiety to handle it better. Now, what anxiety does? Anxiety makes you overestimate the threat, and it also makes you underestimate your capabilities. In other words, when you're anxious, your mind is telling you that NEET PG is a very difficult exam. NEET PG is an insurmountable challenge. NEET PG exam will, it would be such a tough exam that you would not be able to cope up, right? This is your anxiety multiplying the threat that you face. Also, the anxiety does another thing. It makes you underestimate your capabilities. Your mind tells you that I am forgetting everything. I cannot study hard. Everybody else is much more smarter than me. So NEET PG is tougher. I am dumber. Both things your mind is telling you. Both things the anxiety is telling you. Right? What can you do with this information? Whatever thoughts that come in our mind, if we can counter those thoughts with logical explanations, the power of those thoughts is taken away. When your mind tells you that NEET PG is going to be very tough, you tell yourself that thousands of students have passed this exam, thousands of students have cracked this exam. My friends, my seniors who are like me only, who used to score like me only in the prof exam, they cracked the exam. If they can, I can also. If you answer your mind logically, the power of anxiety is taken away. When your mind tells you you are dumb, you cannot remember anything, you forget everything, you would not be able to recall any question on the day of the exam, tell yourself that these same thoughts I have lived with my entire life. During the prof exam also these thoughts would come to my mind. I have passed all the prof exams, I have studied the night before and written answers in the exam, and I have been doing this all my life. So if I could do it then, I can do it now. Again, you are giving a logical answer to those thoughts. That takes away the power of those thoughts. So learn to respond to your thoughts properly, learn to respond to your thoughts correctly. You also say that your mind keeps on thinking about all these things and you feel drained out. Of course you will feel drained out. If one thought, another thought, third thought, if this chain of thought keeps on going in your mind, not only would you lose important hours, but at the end of the day you will feel drained out. You are writing, you don't feel productive enough because probably you are not so much productive. These thoughts are causing a lot of damage. If you start responding to these thoughts, these things will become better. Also, please remember, just because you saw this video, the problems are not going to go away magically. It's going to be a continuous process. After watching this video, you might feel a bit better, but a couple of hours later, again the same things will happen. When the same things happen, you have to respond in the same way. Don't have this unrealistic expectation that once I listen to the solution, everything is going to go hunky-dory. Life is not like a Bollywood movie, right? It doesn't happen that you go to a therapist chamber and the therapist tells you that this is the cause of your problem and now you are enjoying your life. Now what we see in the movies, that doesn't happen in the real life. But we can still handle the challenges. We have to remind ourselves again and again how to handle these thoughts, and that is what you have to do. You're also talking about when you wake up, your mind is flooded with multiple things. Should I do this? Should I do that? Again, this is all coming from anxiety. When we are anxious, we are intolerant to uncertainty. When we are told that, okay, you find the best way for yourself, we feel uncomfortable because, this is uncertain. I don't know what to do. You tell me what is to be done. And here I will suggest you one thing. If you are my student, if you are our student, Cerebellum student, the reason why we have all these live classes to handle these things only. We know that thousands of students waste hours and hours making plans in their mind or just overthinking it. You have used the term overthinking, na? Ye karu ki wo karu. And thousands of students are not able to perform to their best levels because they are not able to take care or they are not able to handle these thoughts. That is why these live classes are so important. When a teacher is teaching, when you have to sit for 5-6 hours, you have no option but to listen to the teacher. Our lab 2 admission is going to start from 10th or 11th of March, if you're a student of ours, just follow those classes with blind trust. Everything would be covered, you'll have test and discussion, you'll have grand test, everything will be taken care of. Just focus on what is being done in the class, and whatever time you get, revise. Just revise, right? So it's okay. It's going to be stressful. Let's follow some scientific principles to handle these anxious thoughts, and believe you me, you can do it. You can handle these anxious thoughts, and once we have a hold on these thoughts, our performance automatically starts improving. Keep studying hard. We have to take our preparation to the last day. No matter what happens, we would not stop studying till the night before the exam. May God bless you.